coming a little different now.
Yes, sir.
Coming a little serious now, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A little vibe like that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, told you we're gonna be back at it again, back like we never left. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling?
Hey man, I can do this all day. Sure, we need a break.
Indeed, we didn't. We could. You know what I'm saying?
Could have flipped it.
I got content for days. There's a lot of people they gotta make some lists. They gotta jog some people's mind. Be like, oh, Dak suck. You know what I'm saying? All that around this time. Nah, we got 50 shows queued up. You know, and we can keep going
For real.
But I think this is a big one. This is a very important one. I think it's one you've already hit it on at the beginning of the season, the off season. I would say we're trying to warn people about, because the more and more research I do, the very much so I think is true. We're going to talk about the deployment plan for our rookies, two in particular. I want to highlight, and Malachi and Jayshawn Barham. But the reason why I want to do this because the man at the top, I want to talk about this warning from the Panthers. And we're not crazy. We're not conspiracists. I
just research.
Yeah, it's just research. I'm telling you right now. Before I was 90% sure what we're gonna get ready to do. I'm 100% sure what this scheme is going to be, and who this team is going to directly reflect like. So I wanted to play the entire clip of which you stick together. I don't care if it is long, because I think it's a lot that we can react from with this, because it's a lot of great information in there, and how similar he is to Ejiro Evero, and how like what Ejiro Evero was saying, and how it's, you know what I'm saying, like it's playing out for us, and how we're building our personnel.
Whew.
Like I'm talking about like almost brick by brick.
Yeah, you know it's almost like he just 3 years ahead of Park.
Yeah,
like if you really look at it,
it was a matter of who got hired first.
Right.
Like that, and that's
they
how
like clones, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I want to let this play. We gonna let me know if you want to stop.
We'll react through it. We'll just react through it,
because I'm telling you, I was listening to it. I'm like, oh my god.
And this is important because this kind of stems from the previous show. Landlord said that we don't quite know who Parker's going to be, and I was like,
we kind of do.
You kind of do. Like, but let's go. Like, this is good. This is very interesting. Now, when I clip this together, the other telling part is this is both of their initial press conferences.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they getting the similar questions or getting different variations of the same question, but it's the same answer from them both.
Yeah, it's almost wild. So let's get it.
Yesterday they were saying, Frank was saying that you guys will run a 3-4. What have you seen in this roster, and what pieces do you see being moved, and most importantly, how will you use someone like Jeremy Chan?
I think foundationally, Vic Vance, Mike Pettin, Coach Elko, Ejiro Evero all came out of a 3-4 structure.
I just want to highlight it, interesting that, I pay attention to, if you let people talk, they'll reveal their whole story to you.
That's right.
I'm just letting you know the names he mentioned.
We were saying on the previous show, but these are the receipts of it now.
These are his words.
I think that once you get past that, from the fronts you build and the coverages you do and the personality on third down, red zone, you definitely have a mentality as a play caller, but I think that it's still going to be designed around the players that you have.
So with that said, how important is the nickel position now in this modern day NFL?
Oh, it's critical. It's critical. Because that's a guy that is, he's got to be a coverage guy, obviously, matching receivers. He's got to be able to play in the run game. The way that people are jet motion and stuff like that, he becomes a linebacker pretty quickly, and so very important position.
You've had pretty talented nickels at most of your spots in the NFL. How important is that piece to you?
Very important. Yeah, very important. That guy, he's a corner sometimes, he's a safety sometimes, he's a backer sometimes, he's a defensive end when he's blitzing. You want to have a guy who...
Just that, like, and then we go keep going. But how do we not stop for a second and say, wait a minute?
Wait a minute. That was just funny. Like,
who mentored you?
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, we coming away from all our learners, and we all saying the exact same lingo.
Same lingo, bro.
This is not by accident, man, and this is not by coincidence.
This is both of those guys' initial press conference.
Has natural instincts and ability to feel the game and play football. He's usually a guy who, if you were playing football on a Saturday afternoon in the neighborhood, he's your first round draft pick, just because he feels the game naturally. So that's definitely an important dynamic of the defense.
Jane.
Ejiro Evero with Panthers.com. You've mentioned a lot about kind of, matching the scheme to the players versus the players to the scheme. Can you kind of take me through your balancing act there? Are you kind of focused on making the players fit, making the scheme fit the players? Just kind of take me through that.
Yeah. So like when you first come in and you take the job, it's my job. It's the defensive coach's jobs, working along with the personnel people. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we really understand what all of these players do well, and they're at this level. They're on this team because they have certain skill sets that are very good, and we want to figure that out. And as we put our defense together, obviously there's going to be a framework from where we start off at in terms of what we've done in the past in Denver. But at the end of the day, it's like we're not going to ever ask guys to do things they can't do well. So.
And then are you more of a guy that falls under the...
And I love how you putting the words too, because it's literally
the same words.
It's the same thing. Like
thinking of building a scheme around the players or acquiring players to fit the scheme?
I think you build it around the players. Of course, you want to have your core principles and foundational beliefs, but as you kind of move forward in the process, what do your guys do well? How can you put good players in highlighted positions? How can you create one-on-ones for certain guys? How you can protect certain guys? If we can win on blitzes on a running back, then we're going to blitz a lot. If we got good man-to-man corners, we're going to play man. If we have guys that are better with zone vision, we're going to play more zone. So, you want to build a package that has diversity and scheme, and then you want to, tailor it to the players that you have. And of course, there are schematic fits, but I think the really good players are the ones that you can't peg them in a certain scheme, and that's the only way they can play football.
Pause. So, one thing, that's why also Lou and I are fighting for talent, y'all.
Mm-hmm. That because he's saying it right there.
He's saying it,
and it's because I think and people are gonna complain if and when we get into the scenarios. We're like, and I know they're gonna do it, but y'all gonna be like, well, he's a coach. Why he don't know how to adapt? It's like he's telling you right here, right now, that in order for me, for the best players I prefer is the ones who are great enough who can fit within any scheme.
Yeah.
Or who what I'm saying? Keep going.
And the key thing that he also said is that he has to adapt his scheme based on the talent that he has.
Yes.
So it's almost like if the personnel department or front office doesn't load him his vision, it's gonna also sometimes limit what he can and cannot do and what he's willing to do. So it's almost like him and Shadi are sitting back and they just waiting.
I would say that because
it's like they wait.
Remember Rico?
Hey, you hit it on the head, boy. I
Rico
was just gonna say that. That's exactly what happened. Is
Rico? He's like, "Well, we gonna see the run games?"
He said, "Are we gonna do?" James Slater asked, "Are we gonna have running back by committee?" And Shadi said, "It depends." And because he like, I can't really say what I'm gonna be until I know what I have. So it shows you why the people that's pushing for the tea leaves that he's pushing for, or the people that's really on the right side of this. It's too many people, in my opinion, Lou, that got this opinion that just because it's here, he wanted it.
Yeah, and then we got to be careful with that.
We got to be careful with
that because like we know who Mama and Pappy is. We know they control what goes under their tree, man.
Yeah. They got the purse, man. They got the purse strings.
Or they know, like when your mama asks you, "Oh, write your Santa list." Yeah, you know some things you better not put on there because we ain't got it.
We ain't got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so that's why one of the most important things we pointed out, Lou and I, is when was the last time did we make a push so hard in week 1 of free agency like we did with Crosby?
Right.
That's a real, honest, legit question.
For
real. For anything.
Yeah,
like week one.
Week one
For us to make a push like we made for Crosby, where it was displayed that we was trying to get up a first, then a first and a second. Then it was Osa in there. Then it was like, all right, let's just
like
get
we over here. We in the they auctioned up 45. We over here looking at the Rams like a second.
Yeah, right.
Osa.
Hey, say that again, bro. Please say that.
They was in there like 45, 45,
looking
35,
at them like, what you move that? We was big with them ball.
Yeah,
that's it.
Osa, take it or leave it.
Okay, take it or leave it.
Ram said we can't do it. Ram said we can't do it.
We can't
but
do it.
Here come the goof ass Ravens.
Who killed basically what Parker was really trying to do. And when you see something that aggressive, we gotta ask ourselves who was behind it and why.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of people that got this mind state, Lou. Hey, let's just wait till the trade deadline. Let's not be aggressive for Crosby. This is where, team weapons is right, and we right too, because we agree with this.
Yeah.
F the picks, man.
Yeah.
F the picks, like for real. This is because obviously we all fighting right now, squabbling right now. But at the end of the day, I promise you, me, Landlord, and Henny and Amco come together with some future souls in the near future, talking about team both of them. We just trying to talk out the football differences right now, but we go pivot. We're going to pivot to what we all agree on. It's like, bro, F them picks. Now, and when we get to that, guess what? We still going to be fighting uphill.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cowboy Nation is in love with hope.
Remember, Cowboy Nation was ready to give up 2 firsts for
Sony Styles.
David Bailey.
Sony
Styles for a linebacker over Max Crosby.
That shows you that we got a hope addiction.
Yeah. So yeah, like I agree. Hey man, send them picks. And King Cressy said, fellas, did they both come from Fangio? 1000%.
Yes, they did.
They both. When Fangio was the head coach of Denver, the defensive coordinator was Ejiro Evero. Your defensive backs coach was Christian Parker. And
you got that B-roll?
Yep. Oh yeah. Hold on. Yep, right here for you. Right there. That's them right there. Under Vic Fangio's.
I love that picture, man, because the balls is paying their dues right there. Both of them dudes, like it just show you just that how so many people are dependent upon the people that they come from. If somebody had to be the teacher, somebody had to be the student.
Every time, man. Shout out to producer G in the building. Y'all doing great work.
Hey, man, that's my dog, man. Shout out to producer G.
Send the link soon. Hey, whatever y'all know.
Man, I love
anytime.
Producer G, man. That dude is a GOAT, bro. Real talk.
Anytime.
Hey, I gotta say this too. He don't get enough credit. Producer G helped me many times when I was starting off, and he helped me fine tune many times just out of love, just out of, hey bro, it's annoying me that you don't have this to this level. You got a 4K camera that's looking like it's 720. Let's fix that. Like he like that, and he just do that just like, bro, I just want to tighten you up, make you better, and go on by my business. Hey, one of the dopest producers in the game, and just a great man, period. I just want to stop and say that. If y'all don't know who Producer G is, he co-hosts with Big Game James. They have retooled their shit, and it's doper. And I'm gonna just say this, bro. They just a dream team. They made for each other, bro. Keep doing what y'all doing, bro. I'm gonna be supporting it 1000%.
I definitely be catching it, especially on the playback when I'm done. Cause it's just big games. I liked it when y'all. I think y'all had one of y'all had to move. I like when y'all was just live in the studio.
Man,
y'all finna take it over. I was like,
and that's Producer G, man. He got like a very dope eye, bro. And he's like, what's the word? I'm gonna just say it like this. He crazy about the details in terms of producer, and
he OCD
super in a good way. And so, like, if anybody got any ambitions of starting a podcast, when I first started, I was referred to him on how to get my stuff tight. So I just want to say that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then give him, if you do, break him off some bread, man. He never asked me, but I always throw some dollars his way. It's just the right thing to do when somebody helping you get your stuff together. So that's Producer G. Y'all make sure y'all stay on the lookout. Him and Big Game James is doing big things, and they gonna continue to climb. I promise you. They are extremely dope together. I promise you.
Yes, sir. So let me go back to this We're gonna finish.
Yesterday they were saying, Frank was saying that you guys will.
These are the players that we have. What do they do well?
You
and kind of
fast
work from that direction. So.
Christian,
Yeah, we'll go back.
Play football. You want
Well, diving a little bit deeper into that, your scheme, can you tell me a little bit about it and how it's going to fit with this Panthers team?
Yeah, we'll be a base 3-4 defense. We'll be multiple in our sub packages. But at the end of the day, it's like I never want to come into a situation and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. I always want to have the mindset of these are the players that we have. What do they do well? And kind of work from that direction. So,
Christian, obviously everyone wants to know what kind of defense do you want to bring to the Cowboys?
Yeah, well, the first thing is going to be we're going to be multiple. I think that whenever you form a defensive structure,
He's saying the exact same things, bro. Like literally the exact same
Word for
things,
word.
bro. Word for word.
Word for word.
the players that you have. So core principles, will be a 3-4 by nature, but 4-3 spacing will be appropriate, 4-2-5 in nickel, different front structures, coverages behind it. But I would say being multiple is probably the most important thing about it.
The front end, but what you start learning is that the scheme is a big part of it, but so much of it is just organizing, right? You're organizing your staff, you're organizing the players, you're responsible for the entire defense. And so in order to have efficiency and operate at a high level, you got to make sure that you're operating at a high level. So.
And how do you start that just coming in here in the building the first few days? What are the things that are important to you?
Well, first thing is learn the roster. So, obviously some of the players, like the Derek Browns and the Brian Burns and the JC Horns, you know those guys automatically, right? And it's really learning the rest of the roster, learning what they do well, because so much of our defense is not about like my scheme, it's about putting these guys in great position to be at their very best. And so that's what we're trying to get done.
And the Charlotte Observer, just on a philosophical level, why do you think a 3-4 is a base defense?
This is very important. This is for all the people.
Yeah. And you've been preaching this.
Yeah, yep, because I told y'all, look.
You did.
I told you about offensive line structures. I've been telling you about
this. You did, bro. Like, I got to give you your flowers on this. You've been preaching correct on this for some time. And so when I heard this, the first person I thought of was you.
They're suited in the NFL than a 4-3.
Well, I just think from the standpoint of protections, you just.
What did he say?
Protections.
Exactly. That's what I explained y'all on the first video I made. That's the whole purpose of a 3-4.
3-4. You said it. You've been saying that, bro.
You're playing peekaboo with the offensive line.
You playing peekaboo with the offensive line. Hey, you deserve a lot of credit.
All I did was learn from some of the best. That's what I told you.
It's no doubt. And then I was.
Go ahead.
And what I've learned in doing content is that sometimes you got to know when to preach and sometimes you got to know when to be taught, So me playing corner, there are certain things I'm good at, right? And certain things that my coaches have prepared me to see the game, right? But there are certain things that I'm just as green as anybody. When it comes down to protections, offensive line, the details, the nuance, I learned to love that from having the privilege of co-hosting with offensive linemen. So my first years, obviously had done a bunch of content with the OC, but then I'm also doing, and God is good to me because I'm also doing great content with my brother Lou. And so my offensive line knowledge is just growing and growing and growing just from doing content with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And what I say to people is, man, when somebody played the position, you don't never have to bow down to them, but pay closer attention to them because, see, when somebody was actually doing the job, they go kind of see the details a little bit different. Like Tuck, he played linebacker and defensive end. I think Okoye played linebacker, right? So somebody played safety. So everybody go see the game a lot more in detail. And so when Lou been talking about these fronts and it's matching exactly what Coach Evero is saying, it should be showing that he's creditable.
Yeah. Let me keep explaining it because it's going to go into why edge is so important though.
Yeah.
Oops, I messed it up.
Figure out what you're doing. And, I think probably too much gets made about 2-3-4 versus 4-3 because the way the NFL is trending, you really only play so few downs of base defense. So most of the time you're playing.
See, and I wanted to hone in on that because we do put a lot of emphasis on 3-4, 4-3, bare fronts. So when you say, 3-4, the number 3 is always the front. The 4 is the backers. The first number is the front. The second number is the backers. I want to say that because some people might not understand that. So we got different people listening on different levels. So the first number 3 is the front. The next second is the backers.
Mm-hmm.
But the key thing that he said is most of us put too much emphasis on that because the majority of the game is played in nickel. And it's not that could flip though. Y'all stay with me. That could flip. The reason why a majority of the game for a lot of years was played in nickel is because it was a passing league.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the passing league, and I know this from playing defense and being coached by defensive coordinators, what we do, and Lewis said it, well, I know this from going against Lou. So Lou was on offense, I was on defense. Lou might not have known this when he was in college playing. But what we was doing on the defensive side is we had a coach, his only job was to watch the huddle of the offense to see who was going in.
The personnel, yeah.
The personnel coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he then told us as defense to match it.
Yeah, because if you're going more receivers,
yeah,
you need to be in a lighter personnel.
Right. So if it was 3 receivers that would run from their sideline, right? Then our coach will say, nickel, nickel, nickel. In other words, we need 3 corners right now because they got 3 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So what we used to have to do on defense is everybody that was a part of a group or a personnel group, you always had to stay right there with that coach.
Yeah, because when they call it, you got to be ready.
Because when they call it, because they running on, and then you got to run on. Like,
ooh, and talk about that because people don't talk. That's a substitution battle because you only get to substitute. Because so what happens is, if y'all don't understand in football, defense just can't substitute. Defense get to substitute when offense substitutes.
Right.
So when offense is substitute, okay, now it's a window.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your window.
That's your window. Sometimes like the offense would do it late. They'll come crowd the ball, and then the ref will come crowd the ball so we can't hike it. And give us time, give the defense time to match
get up in there. Right.
But that's the substitution battle that people don't know about. Because if you're not paying attention, we roll like heavier people out there. You still in nickel.
You gonna get blasted.
You're gonna get blasted.
That's where you need quarterbacks, and we kind of starting to really talk the game. That's why you need quarterback coaches now.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, your quarterback and coaches, like a Aaron Rodgers, a Peyton Manning, and a Dak, them types will notice the personnel defense and take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like if I catch you in a nickel and we in a heavy package,
then we know these route families
speed it up and pound them.
Yeah, oh yeah, like the tempo. Yeah,
to speed up the tempo. We ain't gonna let them get out of this. They gonna have to call a timeout.
Right.
We ain't letting them get out of this.
And then boom, we won because we made you burn a timeout.
Exactly. So it's the chess piece. See, we talking real chess, bro. This is the game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that defense is just choose nickel. No, they ain't choosing nickel. They using nickel to counter what the offenses are doing. Now, the reason why we saying it could change is because of what's happening to the league.
Well, I think a lot of teams want to stay in the nickel because defense want to stay in nickel because they don't want to get caught off guard.
Yeah.
So they're like, I think the perfect defense if you can defend the run while you in nickel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why people are
but the league is also getting more physical and big.
Yeah, bigger again. But that's why teams are preferring the nickel be a safety.
Yeah.
But rather than a corner.
Yeah.
Or like a linebacker who can withstand that. Because if we catch you out there, you know what I'm saying, a safety, their entire job is to come field in alleys all the time. And so them coming in and playing like a little extra backer, if you can do that, like you got a Cam chance to come down sometimes to do that, like we good. We ain't gonna never be caught off guard. So
I still think it's risky, Lou. I'm being all the way honest.
Yeah, with the nickel.
Yeah, even with the big nickels. The reason being, remember what Mike
Rams coach?
The Rams coach.
Oh my God. Mike Mayock?
Mike Marks.
Mike Marks, okay, yeah.
So Mike Marks was saying when he was talking to the fan, he was talking about how the trend of the league is they've gotten smaller.
Yes.
Because of the passing league. And he said, what I would do is, I promise you, he said it just like that. It was dope. He said, I promise you what I would do. He said, I would go get an H-back and I would just splatter them dudes.
He said, I'll put a bigger tight end at fullback and I just
I would just splatter them dudes and just think about people that was splattered. You know who was actually splattered and had to get up out the league from getting splattered?
Who?
Jerron Kearse. Kearse got splattered because I did a lot of work on Kearse, bro. And Kearse had the mentality for a backer. He didn't have a frame.
The frame, yeah. Hey, man, physics. What you say?
Physics.
Like that's what I'm talking about. Like, everybody talking about, oh, he just got to have a mentality. I'm like, no, bro, this is the NFL. Sometimes that dude is just stronger than that dude, and he gonna win 10 times out of 10, maybe 9.
Yeah. And see, that's also what made, honestly, I hate to say this.
Oh, I mean, it's a rival.
Yes, you man, you be a bro. I hate to say this, but that's what made Sonny Styles so ideal, bro. That's what made him. I just don't think he physical.
Oh, that's what you say. You agree with me when I was saying earlier? I said he was a nickel.
Yes.
See? Oh, they call me crazy. Oh, yeah.
No.
He's the perfect nickel. He's the perfect nickel, bro.
Yeah, he's the perfect modern nickel. Like perfect. And it's hard to find a perfect. See, because if you're looking for a perfect nickel, bro, you talking about a freak. You're really talking about real.
You're talking about somebody who's big enough to play linebacker, but is faster than your fastest safety.
Yeah. And you know who. And it makes, man, let's keep going because it's starting to make, because I felt like we fumbled some big nickel opportunities, like with Cox.
Jabril Cox, yeah.
We fumbled that in my opinion.
That's because we were behind, I think we was behind as a defense. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why we didn't, Jordan Lewis said, we didn't value Jordan Lewis until we got somebody, a D coordinator. It was like, hey, man, this is the modern league, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, hey, man, that position, if anything, I need that. Correct.
Yeah.
And that's like a year before. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
see, because we going down so many rabbit holes of discussion, but this is another one that you just brought up, and we gonna get back to this. But I just think we kind of feeding off each other, but it's good football discussion. One of the things that's kind of starting to be exposed is how coaching changes.
It's terrible. It's a big negative.
Yeah, it's a big negative, and see, it's guys that had sponsors last year that don't have sponsors this year. It's guys from 2 years ago that had sponsors that's gone. So people that had visions for guys like Mars Leofow, or people that had visions for people like Sam Williams, now they got their new guy Malachi Lawrence, and then White Cotton sitting up in Tennessee. So Donovan Ezeraku, remember who was beating the table for Donovan Ezeraku?
He said he wanted him at 12.
He said he wanted him at 12. If White Cotton wanted him at 12, don't you think that Donovan Ezeraku right now would be getting every chance possible to pan out?
That's why when people say, "Oh, y'all just be a conspiracy," it's like, no, that's really true. Because if they drafted a guy, so y'all don't even really see it. Like once they draft a guy linebacker, they're gonna clear I'm talking about now the path to a starting job has been laid out. It may not happen this year, but everybody in that room who's not a part of it, who don't have a sponsor, is not safe. And that's why, in my opinion, we're gonna talk about it today about the people. But I think the reason why Maris is not safe is because 55 is here.
Yep, he definitely not safe because of 55.
If 55 is and they're trying to clear out a way for that. Yeah, I think the reason why Maris who didn't get no playtime last year is because of number 6.
Yes, Sanborn.
No, I'm talking about Shamar James.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Because you know what I'm saying. And if you really think about it, and I was gonna try to say
yesterday, Frank was saying that you guys.
Those two positions are probably the most heaviest sponsored positions every time we have a coaching change. Here's my thesis behind it. Every time a new coaching change has happened, they have drafted an edge and have drafted a backer.
Every time.
And for backers even worse, they'll draft a backer and they'll bring in at least 1 or 2 of their guys.
Yeah.
Every like if you go back even with Dan Quinn, who did he bring in? Who did he draft? He drafted Micah. He drafted Sam. Like, who did he bring in to play backer for a little bit? I'm trying to think. Like, he drafted Damone Clark. Remember?
Yep.
That was Jabril Cox. I'm blanking on. I think LVE was already here. I don't think we got LVE. You move on to Zimmer. Who did Zimmer bring in? Zimmer brought in Kendricks. He drafted Louisville. Who did he draft? Rest in peace, Marshawn Nealon. You go to the next one. We got Eberflus. Who did he bring in? Sanborn. Murray. Who did he draft? Shamar James. Who did he draft? Like in terms of we drafted White Cotton guy in terms of Ezraku. Now we're going to Christian Parker. He bringing in his linebackers. He drafted his guy, Lawrence, and that was Malachi Lawrence. Those two positions, I'm telling you, like those are the heaviest sponsorship positions I'm noticing that be affected the most in terms of this these coaching changes.
Which then also presents potential waste. Potential waste.
And waste of high value picks.
Waste of high value picks.
Yeah.
Morris is a high value pick. Like somebody that's picked in the first 3 rounds is considered
top 100. Yeah.
Top 100, bro. And then and that's why you need content creators that's really to talk real. That's why I be wanting to throw up when I hear people talk about Morris. It be so bullshit. It be so like I hate clip culture. And I can't stand just the off-season, just optimistic trash ass takes that's not thought out. It's just more to pander. It's like, bro, let's look at this in real life, bro. And I know we kind of going on the soapbox because we supposed to be looking at the back and forth.
Are you good?
But when you just kind of just look at this in common sense, bro, Morris was praised for his IQ. A lot of people mistakenly say it was just Zimmer. Will y'all go listen to every coach even after Zimmer, please?
Oh, just turn on the film.
Turn on the film.
He's pointing, like, don't even watch him play. Watch him pre-snap. Who's the one actually communicating what we're supposed to do? Pointing out the opposing formations, pointing out when to bump, or bump means realigned into the gap, based off motion or a shift. The main person was doing it.
It was Morris.
It wasn't Jack Sanborn.
Nope.
Who was the mic? It was Morris.
Yep.
Jack
Sanborn was doing it before the mic.
He was doing, and that's how you know Jack Sanborn was a damn
And we
singer.
we did a film breakdown. Me and you can still go to both our channels. It's still there, bro. It was shocking, bro. And he was calling it, when it was like he was calling out fake motions and everything. He'll be like,
he's calling checks. Like he over here, hold on. Like it's like. You know how like
he a coach.
Yeah, it's like a coach on the field, or he like the guard. He was like Zach Martin sometimes when we got a new center, and Zach Martin making all the calls, and then he letting us know when BB took over, and it was really Dak setting the protection. That's how I really feel like. It was a phantom guy. Yeah, we can clearly see it on film, but stuff like that when you try to bring in your guy, bro, like you gonna make way. You gonna ignore shit like that. Yeah. You believe your guy can be that capable or something like that. So you're right.
Politics.
Yeah,
and it could be politics and sponsorship, and I'm gonna get into that. Why I don't really believe Parker's gonna be that tight. We're gonna talk about that. But common sense, you see his comment. He had something that's real. I want to definitely highlight.
With this,
he said, "Boss, if we switch Morris and Barham, do you feel better about both positions?"
Yes.
And let me tell you, this is what gives Morris a stench of politics smell.
Yes. Ooh.
I'm being all the way real with it. It smells because common sense plan that you have for Barham should be the exact same plan that you have for Morris. Because what you said you was going to do with Barham is you was going to check his ability to be green dot by first putting him in the middle.
Yes.
And then from there going to see if he has the ability to play outside because he's done both in college, right?
Yes.
So Morris also should be on that same trajectory. I had somebody jump in my comments talking about y'all making a big deal out of Morris. It's just OTAs. It's like you got to understand, sir. The purpose of OTAs is to build you from the foundation up. It's basically to try to treat everybody like they're learning football all over again, and it's building your base, and then they build on top of it through camp. So by the time the season starts, you have built into all the layers of the defense. So if you're not seeing Morris right now, an inside backer, that means he missed the foundation of green dot communicating, which is a bad indication of them treating him right and putting him in a position that fits his strength. and it's just straight up.
And even worse, maybe I ain't seen we ain't see the reports. I'm paying attention to it. I didn't see Barham get a lick of green dot.
See, yeah,
I saw Barron. I seen Overshown. I saw James. Barham name went in there. So now I feel like you're lying to me.
Exactly.
I feel like you're lying to me now.
Right. And see, that's why we gotta be kind of like keeping our eyes open for we got us a super chat by my homie Rail. Rail said, just to show love, boss, team weapons, make the team great. Absolutely. And Rail, I promise you, I am gonna open up probably this weekend a time for me and you to go back and forth and just talk it out, you know. I really appreciate Rev a lot, man. I think he came in and he made some good points. I think he slandered me a little bit, but that's okay. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But all in all, man, Rev, I loved you coming in, bro. You did represent Team Weapons well. You did. So, but yeah, man, we got some things that football-wise, I think you doing a good job. I think we doing a good job of really pointing at the real, not because, because again, the off season just makes me want to vomit because it's not. I wish it was more pure football discussions, and I wish we wasn't as capitalistic in the community.
It seems like everybody, I bet they plan out their content, but it seems like they'll do a bar and just list out everything you can be positive on, and all their content will be the positive side or the positive outlook of that.
Yeah,
and I think it's a time to be positive. Like, I'm positive on a lot of things, man. Like, if you really watch our content, we are positive on a lot of things. I did videos on it, and the things I very genuinely feel positive on. But there's some people in here, or not in here, but some people in this space, every single thing they point out is positive.
Yeah.
Or the negative thing is them trying to harp on and like bash, the off season's pinata, like the person, the hit bag. You know what I'm saying? So right now, like, if they do make something negative, it's gonna be okay. Still suck. Well, everyone's saying still suck. What new are you bringing? No, it's Jake Ferguson is gonna be great. It's Brevin Spanforth is gonna be great. It's the O line gonna be great. I believe we're not going to regress. I believe Blue's going to be great. I believe Barham's going to be the best in middle linebacker. Everybody can't be great, bro.
No, not if you have a real.
Like,
it's not real football. It's not. Football is so full of overcoming obstacles. It's just super disingenuous and pretend that there's none. And then my boy said Barham got work at Green Dot per Brian Broaddus.
Okay.
So I haven't heard anything about that.
I don't remember him saying that. Like,
I don't either.
I really don't. Because I was.
Then make sure that you heard Green Dot, dude.
Yeah, because I bet
it's a difference between inside backer and Green Dot. He was promised that he was go get Green Dot opportunities. And so
I'm just sorry, y'all. Like, it doesn't make sense for y'all for you to start Barham at linebacker and not Maris. No. I think Barham is more of an outside linebacker than Maris is a inside linebacker.
Yeah, and
it's not crazy for me to say that. It's not like we can trust your coaches all you want. I just really think there's nothing and they admit it. Shot admitted they don't watch film. They be busy all the time. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think if you sit down and you did evaluation of this team. You draft Barham, who is literally a poor man's Arvell Reese, who's on the edge. And you look at Maris, who struggles on the edge, who needs to come from depth in order to generate some power on guards and tackles. Like, the plan to start out should be the reverse. Just being honest with you.
Me too. I said the same way. It should be the reserve. He should be inside backer, Green Dot, then giving him to see if he can be a fish in water at outside. They doing it in the reverse, which looks like he gonna be a top cut candidate
because you're setting them up to fail. So let's finish this and then
figure out what you're doing. And I think probably too much gets made about 2-3-4 versus 4-3 because the way the NFL is trending, you really only play so few downs of base defense. So most of the time you're playing sub defense, which a lot of people.
I think I missed something else where you were talking.
No, that was right there.
That was it. Okay, let's move on there. All right. So the reason why we're highlighting this comparison, I very much so think 100% that our scheme and we're building our team just like the 2025 Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Now,
yep.
Let me read some of this and let's see if you like. This is how the Panthers finished off, because this is the reason why I'm worried. Even though the Panthers defense is a lot better than what Eberflus got, this is why we shouldn't just aim for that. The 2025 defense was rebuilt, and it was a middle of the pack unit, played better with overall talent because of Evero's structure. Derek Brown's dominance, insert Quentin Williams, and a productive outside corner duo, which we don't have, I will say not to this point, and primarily operated in a zone-heavy 3-4 system based around sub-package to prevent explosive plays. The greatest strength was the combination of Derek Brown, controlling the interior, and J.C. Horn and Mike Jackson. Its greatest weakness, look in the middle, was the absence of a dominant edge rusher and the lack of impact play. Like, this is lack of impact play from his linebackers.
Yep.
That forced the secondary to hold up longer in coverage and require safeties to become heavily involved in the run support. You know what I'm saying? The result of the defense, they created takeaways, but occasionally they occasionally produce dominant performances, which like versus us, but lacked the 4-man pressure and the second level disruption required to become consistently elite. It was greatly improved, and this is a key word. It was greatly improved because a lot of people don't know, but in 2023, the Panthers was a historically bad defense like we were last year, and they actually improved to middle of the pack. Now, look to the left. You see, they were zone coverage heavy, multiple fronts, split safety looks, post snap rotations. That means they did disguises. Yep,
which is us.
Simulated pressure packages.
Is what we talking about?
What we were talking about now to compensate, prevent also explosive plays, and force offenses into long drives. And this is why I was saying that this Vic Fangio scheme, and y'all don't want to admit it, is very much so kinfolk.
Parker.
No, it's kinfolk to its roots is the Monty Kiffin scheme.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is kinfolk to the Eberflus scheme, which nobody wanted to know.
Okay, good. Wait, let's slow that down and explain that.
Because like both Eberflus and Fangio's defenses,
it's basically bend don't break.
Yes, it's bend but don't break at the heart. That's what they're trying to do. Make you
they want to keep
way.
They want to keep an umbrella on top, man.
They want to keep
that's what they want to do,
and hoping you make a mistake.
Yep.
The difference is Eberflus
disguise.
Yes, Eberflus is just static and spot dropping, while Fangio, Evero, and Parker confusion, and occasionally will have man, and they will pressure you a little bit more. His blitz rate was actually middle of the league, 26.6%. Look at this though, light boxes, so that when they had 1 to 5 DBs on the field, 48%. That means 50% of the time they was in nickel. Heavy boxes, which they had to come in and actually come in and help a little bit, was 21%. But there was in sub packages, some type of variation, 72% of the time.
That's normal.
They were middle of the league in blitz rate, but where do they rank in sacks? Right there, Boston 2027 with that football in the air in blue.
I don't see it, dog.
2025 defensive rankings on the bottom left. Sacks is in the middle. You see it?
12th.
No, that's
interceptions. 30th.
Ooh, they was ranked 27th in sacks and pressure, and they were 30th in pressure rate. We were 31st. Even with it improved,
see it, bro. I'm trying to find that number. Where's that? To the left?
You said it. 30 sacks. Right,
oh 30. Yeah, 27. Yeah,
27. Right up under. You said it. You know what I'm saying? So what was the primary weaknesses? Okay, I'll come over here. The pass. Yeah.
You cooking. So listen, this is why this exercise that we're doing is important. That's why it was important for us to establish this show by showing you that the concepts that you are hearing from Chris Parker is the exact same concepts you're hearing from Evero, right? Because we really stating the case that the way that the teams are built so similar, it's very realistic to kind of expect these type of results, right? It really is, because if you start trying to do too much in terms of, if Parker start trying to break the Fangio system, then it's really not the Fangio system. If he stays within the general structure of it, what we're saying is these results is going to be realistic to what we're likely going to be. And there are certain things, especially when you look at the right side with the key strengths, and you look at Derrick Brown. Who was our Derrick Brown? Quinn, right? We could also say that we have a stronger front because you can add in Clark and the backups that we brought in.
Abanya, Tito.
Yeah, we brought in some dope depth that would have been starters on our previous team.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility that our front go be better than their key strengths. So we can say that's going to be identical. Mm-hmm. The question mark is the outside corner duo. That's
the one I'm going to give it all the way to Carolina, because that's a certainty for them, a question for us.
Hold on, somebody said something. They said, "Hey guys, I just asked chat. They said Burham did green dot. Appreciate that, big dog."
Okay, double check. I want because
asking for the source too.
Yes, asking for the source. Who reported it?
Yeah, ask for the source and they'll drop the link. And I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Doing that background intel for us. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then the primary weaknesses, because I want to go down in this chart. We on the right.
Yes, this is important though,
because I know the history of this too. Because like you said, I did shows on this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love this show. I'm perfect for this show because I know the history of Carolina, right, and what happened to them specifically. So their issue, which sounds like how we are hype. What are we hyping right now? The edge by committee.
The edge by committee.
We hyping edge by committee, but then if you look at how it played out for them, they tried that.
No,
and notice this.
Notice the
names.
Burns. Yeah. Notice that. Yeah. See, this is why.
No, I'm finna go into that.
I'm
gonna go through that whole history, bro. I know that history, bro. Like I really looked into that, like in depth. You feel me?
I'm at the front.
So they had Burns, dog. Okay, and so they had Burns. What happened to Burns, Lou?
He got traded
to who?
The Giants.
Okay, and then what did he do with them?
16 and a half.
Okay, so that was their what?
That was their war daddy.
That was their war daddy. What did they do to try to fix it? So what
Draft.
They did? No, that wasn't the first thing they did.
Oh yeah, the first thing they did.
That's why we got to talk about the history. The first thing they did was committee, dog.
And who was in that committee?
Clowney.
Yes.
It was
and
Clowney. He played good.
Yes.
But it wasn't good enough.
Yes. And they didn't commit to it. So they was like, we can't do the age thing for too long. And what did they do next?
They drafted as if that was going to be the solution.
Not just one pick. How many picks?
2.
Nick Scorton and Prince Amenyelin.
And they did nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Right.
2 sacks. 1 sack for each.
Right.
Nick Scorton, just like, you know what I'm saying? He would have been, he's similar. Nick Scorton, like, what's my guy from Auburn this year? Literally the same exact profile, maybe a little bit better. What's Keldrick Faulk, who we didn't want? Same guy. You know what I'm saying? Same guy. Same type of, all this, too many of these things,
it lines up to where we are now. So it's, yeah, and I appreciate that.
Appreciate that,
the Cowboys official site, great.
Gotcha.
So go. Let me just address that real quick. So the thing about Burham, that's why we were saying with Burham, we should be seeing that same playing with Mars. So if you seeing Burham getting green dot, but Mars not getting green dot, and OTAs, that's a bad signal, man. That's a bad signal. And I'm gonna say this too, and then we'll go back to this because I love this topic. Because I'm almost certain, like you, that it's gonna play out exactly like this unless we get an edge surprise.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't get an edge surprise, our defense go play out almost perfectly identical.
Maybe a little bit different.
Yeah, maybe a little bit worse and a little bit better in some areas, but it's gonna be right
there. The corners, you know what I'm saying?
We ain't got the corners,
but
and they ain't got the front. like us. They front dope,
Right.
but it's not like as
but
packed as ours.
where
We
they
got
got
a better
corners,
rotation.
where they got corners, we got safeties. I would
Right.
say.
Yeah.
And
Well said. Where they got corners, we got safeties. And the backers, I haven't researched the difference between backers.
Their backers. Remember, their backers were bad too. You know who they signed this year? The boy from Jacksonville, who we wanted, Devin Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
They gave him a bag.
They trying to address it, bro.
They addressed both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What they do for edge?
They signed what's the name to a bag? Oh, dude, that was from the
that's
Dolphins.
right.
That was on the Eagles.
Yeah, they desperate.
They was desperate.
Yeah, they thirsty.
Right?
Yeah.
And they get it. So, and you know, they had like a promising edge to Trayshawn Warden. They said who was good the previous year, but he ended up being hurt. But this is lining up too similar, and this is why I'm saying it right now. I 100% know his scheme because he's building the exact same way, and the reason why I know people will see the Panthers and say, "Oh, they were middle of the pack defense." It's like, well, just like I put in this thumbnail, there's a warning sign for the Panthers. Yeah, they improved from being a historically bad defense in 2023 to 2024, but like how much do you care about this defense and how much you trying to win? Because you know what failed them in the key moments? It was a pass rush.
Yep.
The pass rush failed.
And the same thing failed the Rams.
The pass rush failed them versus who?
The Rams.
That's who carved them up.
Yeah. Because I remember me and you went through that last drive. It was all Matthew Stafford,
14 yards, 12 yards.
You needed somebody to close out that game, basically. Dang. And see, this is why, and when I say close out that game, you need somebody that's going to get that quarterback off that spot, that's going to disrupt timing or put that ball on the ground and create a second and third and long. And see, that's why all these good enough people, good enough content creators are like,
good. Sometimes good ain't good enough, bro. Like, no, man. Like,
I guess it's good enough to make the playoffs.
I mean,
for a
but
championship,
it's championship content here. Like, no, man. But one thing I hated, remember before the draft, everybody was like, "Well, we ain't gonna fix this defense in the night." Or in the off season, when we literally just seen the Patriots do that and get to the Super Bowl,
and we did it before too. Why the fuck we saying we can't do it and we did it with Quinn? How the hell we gonna say we can't do it and we done already did it?
We did it with the damn 90s team.
It's like we are really okay with being average on D, like for real. Like people like and people be on our ass and our balls about some of the proposals that we might have made for Crosby, but we talking about one player. Y'all talking about a whole damn unit, and cool with that. Oh, let's be average. Man, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. It's like shooting to be average on purpose. On D.
And y'all acknowledge that defense is important, but it's like the saying I say, I'm not watching your mouth, I'm watching your feet. See, a lot of y'all tell me because it sounds good to me. Yeah, Lou, I do know the defense is important. All right, what are you willing to do?
Right, to
get better? That's the question. The 90s teams, didn't they go from worst to best in one off season?
The 90s?
It was like when we historically bad the year before.
We got good quick. I remember that.
It was very quick
because the defense turned around faster than the offense. I remember that.
You know what turned them around?
Haley.
Exactly, because he was the last thing that. It's funny. Like it's playing out the exact same way.
Haley did. He was the turnaround. He was and the worst part about that documentary that pisses me off about these people that be spitting in our face over Crosby, when you go look at that Netflix with Jerry, you know what they titled that particular show when they talked about the impact of Haley? The Final Piece. And people be having the nerves to we don't need no Crosby. Crosby ain't gonna turn around this defense. And listen, I ain't mean to get passionate, bro. But it's very upsetting to have how we abandon historicals that has actually won us all our championships, bro.
So this is the last thing we're gonna do because this is the whole point of this show. I'm not doing all the rookies. I'm doing these two. The deployment plan. What should be the plan going forward. And what's the plan going forward in order to avoid what happened? Because we see the traffic ahead. We see the pothole in the road. We done laid you out how this DC is directly like him. He's building his team directly like him.
Yep.
What are we gonna do to avoid where he failed? Starting with Malachi Lawrence.
Ooh, okay. What we have to do with Malachi Lawrence, in my opinion, is even though he's a first rounder, we gotta still know that he shouldn't be leaned on this year. We have to me, with Malachi Lawrence, allow him to develop at a realistic pace. If we throw too much at him too fast, it could also hurt his confidence, and we don't want to do that. We want him to be a guy that's going to continue to probably be the pro that he seems to be, because the thing pedigree-wise that I see with him is a guy that's an obvious hard worker. Like, me and you actually looked at the film of him versus all the first rounders and guys that had, pro tackle pedigree. He's taken massive ass whooping by pretty much all of them. But it's also one thing that's also true. Every year we could also say that he got bigger, that he got better, that he came up with a deeper bag. You can see a love for football in him. So to me, the path for Malachi Lawrence to help us succeed is to not put too many high, crazy expectations on him, but allow him to develop and give him chances to kind of get his confidence up, similar to Revel. You know what I'm saying? Revel is going to pay dividends just because you gave him chances to kind of get his beak wet. Mm-hmm. Do that with Malachi Lawrence is what I say.
I think the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm actually actively doing a video on it. It's very important they do this correctly.
Rail said he sent you a super chat. Appreciate that, OG.
Yeah, appreciate it. And then shout out to D Schiff. D Schiff was over here trying to. D Schiff over here, he ready to fight, man.
No, I love D.
I know. He said, and we didn't do too much to get GP. Go do it again.
Ooh.
I wish I had a button.
Man.
I wish I had a button. I really did. So going back to the Malachi Lawrence plan, I think you need to do what you said after OTAs. You said when the pads come on, when the physicality turn up, one of the things you mentioned is you're going to be under key evaluation is the pass rush. How well can you? Because we can't see it with the shorts and t-shirt. Mm-mm. The one thing that I did last year that people they knocked me for, they got on my ass for, because I made a bunch of videos about it. Evaluate him closely in preseason. The same thing I did as Ejiro. You need to do the opposite of what you did with Ejiro.
Yeah.
Ejiro went out there in the preseason and was getting his ass hammed up by fifth string tackles.
He was.
James Houston was clearly better. Clearly. And you should have been playing him more. Yep. And that translated to the first game, to the second game, to the third game. And every time we did it, I was up here loud and saying, okay, we need to tone down the rookies' snaps. And y'all was like, no, Lou, Micah didn't have to do it, so you need to keep him out there. And I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm telling y'all, bro, it's very crucial y'all don't do this football shit through a vacuum. First of all, him and Micah, Ejiro, Lawrence, and Micah, I hate that y'all like to group them together. They're not the same.
Oh my God.
They're not the same. They're not the same. I don't care.
You shouldn't even have to say.
I shouldn't have to say it, but I did. I'm actively seeing him getting him whooped. Like Ejiro was out there getting whooped by Mailata and almost getting killed by Dickerson.
Oh.
And y'all excuses for keep him out there. It's a Pro Bowl tackle. So what? Here's my thing, and this is why I'm different from y'all. I am willing to do what it takes to win, and that means benching the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
See, and this is and I'm gonna play it in my video too, because Parker said it. Nobody has clicked this out yet. Parker said how important it is to develop these guys in a controlled environment. So that's what I'll be watching this year. Malachi Lawrence, if he's struggling, tone down his reps. If he's succeeding, let him earn his reps. Right now, people think he should be the designated pass rusher. I don't think he should be that. I think it should still be James Houston.
Yep.
Until proven otherwise.
That's right.
Because I honestly, it's more than just me being low on this kid coming out. Because I honestly think It's going to take a lot more development than a lot of people, even positive people, are giving credit for, especially watching this film. I'm very worried for this kid, and I'm just being frank with you. Let me turn off the music when I say this. The Dallas Cowboys last year loved Ezaraku more than Malachi Lawrence. I'm gonna say that again.
Take it easy on my back.
The Dallas Cowboys last year loved Ezaraku more than Lawrence.
That's facts.
If you ask me about my evaluation, I think they're correct. Ezaraku looked much better at Boston College than Lawrence did at UCF.
That's so true.
So if it didn't work for the better player, I bet not see you do it for the worst player.
Can I slow down and make that case for you real quick? Because I know you got to go and be quick. He right, man. What did they say that they wanted to do at pick 12?
They was thinking about taking Ezaraku at 12.
Okay. What did they actually do in this draft when they could have got Malachi at 20?
They were trying. They were trying to move down. Out. They were trying to get out the first round.
They was trying to get
Let's be frank with you.
Yeah.
They said they was trying to get out the first round.
That tells you that he's right. That they had more faith in Donovan Ezaraku than Malachi Lawrence this year. If you really believe a guy is that guy, you don't move. You don't. Yeah. Now I know that since he's a Dallas Cowboy, everybody's gonna lie and act like he's. Because as soon as they got him, people start putting out there that he got the first step of the D-Ware and the motor of DeMarcus Lawrence.
But the first thing they work on is what?
His first step, which means he didn't have the first step of D-Ware. So, and see, we got to be very careful because the problem is we're going to be the people telling the truth so that we can try to improve, but we're going to be battling panderers. And that happens every year. And so, like, for instance, there's a lot of people that pandered J2 Will that was going to be instant impact. And then when he got his ass smashed and the molly-whopped him, then just people forgot about him. Now them same people just went quiet and then nobody held them badass takes accountable. So, people was out there pushing that Blue was going to be Tony Dorsett and CMC, and we had to be the damn bad guys and say, nah, bro, if he know that it's probably some maturity issues there. It's been a lot of reports of that. Then it also came out from, the coach that used to be a former scout with the Dallas Cowboys. And, and I said, if he played like he played at Texas, the Cowboys would hate him.
Mm-hmm.
The fans would hate him. And so we telling the truth, but then again, here we go. We treat it like the bad guys. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So when we telling everybody to slow down on Malachi, we like, bro, slow down the pom-pom, slow down because now people saying bullshit like, I got a good feeling. It's like, I like feelings, but you got to watch feelings, bro. Like
I heard a content creator say he can be Nick Bonito because we got BT Jordan here. He could be our Nick Bonito. Nick Bonito, was getting defensive MVP votes.
Yeah, it's too much, man. And it's that type of pandering, bro, that people want to hear. I just wish we could really just kind of stick to I really wish people would do the work, like, because the work that you've done, the work that I've done, but I know you did way more work on this, and just go watch him. I'm talking about Malachi Lawrence versus first round tackles, man, that he played against.
Mm-hmm.
If you can look at that and then come in here and say that you got all the confidence that he's gonna be a year one guy, you're a damn lie. You're a damn lie. Now, if you tell me you like how his body continues to get better and bigger every year,
I say you are 100% right because that's what I
say you're 100% right, which goes to he's obviously workout warrior. He wants it. He's a guy that's go probably eventually get there. So what we should be really saying, if we really did the real work on him instead of pander bullshit work and hope and feelings work, year three.
Year three might be year 3.5. I think he might be just on the outside.
Yeah, and he might even be year 2 if his work ethic good enough, because he keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and his route traits.
He got a motor.
He got
all the right things, but the thing is,
and I don't see all that motor shit people be saying. I looked at the film, bro. Ain't nobody gonna ever tell me this dude got he ain't got no motor like Tank. If you say he got a motor like Tank, you a damn lie.
Oh, and the biggest thing, remember
a damn lie.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Remember what was the biggest thing you said about why J2 Will was bound to fail? in the next level. Remember, nobody was saying. Remember your argument. I clipped it up.
I don't remember.
Remember, I clipped it up, and it went for 50,000.
I don't remember what I said.
You said in college the amount of games that they were playing.
Oh yeah,
boss.
It's attrition. Yeah,
boss. It's even worse with him.
Yeah.
You know why? Let me make my case.
Because he was a rotational.
Yes,
I'm with you.
It was a heavy rotation. I'm talking about they were rotating like every 3 drives, and you'll see a whole nother group of D linemen in there.
Yeah,
like he was on rotation.
Right. So the attrition, it's gonna take him a while to get used to the amount of games played. Is what we saying. And we saw that with Osa. Osa came out, man. He came out the gun. Boy, by week 10.
Boom! Somebody
shot him there back in. It kicked back on his head.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And see, and that's what I hate is it's all this pumping up of Malachi Lawrence, and he likely not gonna be that. And it don't mean that he not gonna be a good pro, but then everybody that pumped him up go right back into pumping new guys up for the next draft season. And then all them badass takes that people ain't go forget about him. It's like, damn, bro.
I just thought of we expect the fans. They don't even hold merit within, want to call out the merit problems within the roster. So how we expect them to hold merit within the space?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because see, the thing I can say about your track record, my track record, the OC track record, especially the OC, it might not always be positive, but it'd be a lot right more than wrong.
I'm telling you right now, he may not be batting 1,000, but he betting 750, and it's hard to bet 750.
Yeah, and the OC definitely hard than 750.
Like 800 or something.
When you go listen at his takes on what was gonna happen, that's why we gotta finish boom or bust.
He said, but when he said Mozzie, he said not only he said a bust.
He said a bust. And he said that when he was drafted. He called it a reach. He said he was mad at the Cowboys for that shit. He didn't curse, but I'm just saying, but people wanted to be mad at the OC
in person too. Fans right there. He was like, he gonna be a bust.
Yeah, yeah, the OC. So it's one of those things to where, I like people that straight shooters. I like people that tell me straight, and then I go check your track record. When I go look at some of the people that we call the best out here, I'd be like, nah, your track record dookie, bro. When I really go look at what you was pushing out here and how it played out.
Some of y'all need to be passing the ball.
Because if you look at my track record, when I was talking about don't trust Justin Rogers and that he likely gonna be gone in 2 years, boss, you being negative, give the young guys a chance. All right, where is he? Where is he? And so, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, y'all gotta learn when to trust me. You ain't gotta like me, but you better learn how I mean well. It's like, bro, that boss mean well. He definitely means well, bro. And some people will try to jump on my dick. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, I went too hard right there. They'll try to jump up. Man, you said Pickens wasn't a fit. In terms of separation, he was not. But in terms of vertical ball, he was, and I said both. You know what I'm saying? So
and you end up being right.
You end up being still right on that.
Because that's how they figured him out.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that, but
not right now. But I say this: it's one of those things to where, when I'm saying it is based on research, when Lou's saying it is based on research, and we're giving healthy warnings, it's like, nah, this is healthy, bro. Don't put too much on Malachi. Just don't. Just like we shouldn't have put too much on Mozzie. And if we had more content creators that would just be honest and say, hey man, let's just keep it real. I looked at him versus all former first. I also looked at his production. Plus he was rotational player. Plus he got 2 wrist things on. He had 2 shoulder slings on. Everybody need to wait, man. You need to let this dude cook, bro. You
did say that he had 2 shoulder surgeries. You did say that.
He had 2 shoulder slings on, bro. That means that he had shoulder separations likely. So this dude might have bone issues. And
you know what? I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was too small most of his career playing the position.
Yeah.
Just being frank. And he finally got into a space. the last year, and everybody loves to show that Baylor film, you know. But you going up against a redshirt sophomore who was 6 foot 300. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bigger than that tackle you went up against actively right now. Like, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like I'm not a three. I'm 6'5", but I'm not three. You know, I ain't a 330 like that dude is. But look, bro, when you went up against Max, what happened?
Exactly. Max, man, demolished you. He demolished the hell out of you. That was his junior year. We gonna be first. It was a junior year, but still,
if he would have faced him this year, it
would have been worse.
because just like he was getting better,
Max got better. Yeah, for real.
Man, no, see,
Max clamped down Malachi bad. And see, I grade you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody one of the major reasons I get a lot of these draft things right. I go look at you against NFL competition. Some of y'all be grading North Texas and Baylor.
Tell it for real.
I always have done that, bro. I don't care about what you did against U of H and Baylor and all that kind of stuff. Because if you go look at Malachi, most of the people that be hollering, we got our bag. It's like, bro, all right, man, that was against the third string tackle that was 230, bro. Like, this dude was 220. He was going against a safety. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he bagged up that dude. Now let me go see what you do on Max, and then I'd be like,
oh yeah, it was you were locked in trying to get because all that crossover stuff. Yeah, it didn't
bagless.
Work. Yeah,
like, and I'm being honest, bro.
Yeah,
he's like, no, Malachi was bagless when that comp was tough.
Yeah, and that's just being real.
And I'm being real, just like we was real on Blue. And see, you know. I be looking around, Lou, and I just can't help but be like, damn, man. People show like one tech now. You know? And see, like I use my imagination, Lou.
You need to make a compilation. And when camp go out, you need to make a compilation
of all the times I pushed on one tech.
Yeah. No, all the responses that win with finesse, or it was inside, or it was the edges.
All right,
they were going at Micah. Micah was the reason why, or the corners are not tackling, or
boss, you're panicking. Give young guys a chance. See. I use my imagination, bro, and when I think of imagination, I think about kind of like the Cowboys is like my lady, right? And I go into the bar, and the enemy trying to fill up on them. My boy Lou, he got my back. So the first thing he does is he slaps somebody, boom, for trying to get on boss lady, the Cowboys, right? So then I'm like, yeah, absolutely. We finna defend my lady. And we all boxing in the bar. And you look up and you got friends watching. And it's like, now we fighting. And then the fight is over.
And then they want to jump in.
No.
After the fight over.
Now they want to jump in after everybody talking about how dope it looked. Now you want to say, hey, I was in that fight. You wasn't in the fight, for one thing. You was not. You was pointing your finger at us saying how silly we look fighting. You was look at them over there fighting for this one tech. Look at them for respect one tech. They wasn't doing no content on it. They weren't talking about, I'm putting out diagrams of the projections of the Super Bowl winners. I'm showing that how other teams are taking it serious and we not taking it serious, that we put Mozzie and Joe Tui out there, and you looking at the champions and they had, you know, Jones out there and they had Aaron Donald. I'm showing Vita Vea out there. I'm showing you is we not taking this trend serious. And it's I just can't help but look and be like, dog, when we was in the bar fight, and it shows you that a lot of people want to fight when it's popular. They don't want to fight when it's time to have a discussion when it's hard. They don't want to fight when somebody felt up on my lady, the Cowboy, and Lou, he principled. So he said, that's my boy lady, bro. We ain't finna do that. And he just started fighting. And I'm just seeing how the space move. It's like y'all don't, and then y'all know we telling the truth but it'd be because it's us. You don't want to jump in the fight. And see, because I jump in your fight. If you saying something that's right, even if I don't like you, I jump in the fight. Like when I saw people fighting and I saw who was on the right side of it, I ain't like you, but I jumped in because it's like, no, that point right there is helping my Cowboys. So even though I don't like that person personally and that person don't like me, he's still fighting for my woman, my Cowboys. So, you know, I'm gonna have to put the differences aside of the personal issue we might have, but I gotta jump in this fight. And see, the new fight is Edge. And this is where they leaving us alone now. This is where they doing the same thing they did before. They pointed us like, look at those goofy guys over there fighting for Crosby. Look at those goofy guys.
Even worse, they're using your moves from last year that you used for D-tackle and fighting you with it with Edge.
That's crazy. Yeah. So the same people that did not help in the One Tech campaign are now using the One Tech to fight against Edge.
If you made a single video about Justin Rogers being something, like my blood boils. Cause like, bruh.
Yeah, that definitely.
My blood boils, bro.
It does. It does. Cause we were screaming that from the mountaintop. Now everybody putting out content like, are people sleeping on, building on?
That's how, and that's why we always.
Bill Williams,
y'all not, bro. Y'all not no real Cowboy fans, dog. Y'all not.
Some of them.
Me not.
Yeah. Like we gotta, cause the vision. Let me say it like this: the vision that we pushing for now. If y'all like One Tech, you would love me and Lou if we got Max in here or Sweat or Thibodeau or somebody like that. If you see what our front could be. If we got out of the bad doctrine that Edge is average is good enough. If we really got out of that doctrine and said, okay, now we go take it serious and we're going to prioritize a pass rushing specialist with this D, everybody would then, I promise you, love Lou and love me because the results would be overwhelming success on your defense. I would say this, if we got a Crosby, I would guarantee we go make the Super Bowl, and the only obstacle to it would be the Rams.
Mm-hmm. We would definitely, God willing, injury, we get into the NFC Championship game.
No doubt. I would bet $1 million.
There's nobody that's gonna be able to stop us.
No, not with that front. They would just have to have something like us, and the Rams would have something like us.
But nobody else in the NFC.
But nobody else would.
Nobody else would.
It would be about a battle of the Titans. Then it would be like, which one of us is which one of our best got to be our best that day?
1,000%. Last one, and we're gonna get up out of here.
Yeah.
Because it's the only people we're doing for the floor deployment plan. But Barham, what should be the plan with him?
See, Barham, man, I don't want him thinking.
Me, oh, see.
I mean, I am just keeping it real. I don't want him thinking, bro. Yeah, I want him reacting. Not year one. Can
I ask this question?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna ask the hard questions, and a lot of people hate it. Why weren't you the mic in college your entire time? People come with me like, oh, they need a pass rush. You weren't a pass rusher. Why weren't you the mic in college?
Good.
Why? I didn't see you lining up no defense. What I saw, you are strong as hell. You was great.
Love football.
You can mean. You can stand up, tackle, guard, center. I trust you.
He played football the right way.
Yeah, I love the way you play.
Old school.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I would love to sit down with your DC. And ask him.
Wow.
What? Don't give them the PC answer. I ain't them reporters who gonna give. No, I'm gonna talk real football. Talk to me. Why? What made you change him to edge? And you had gangster defenses just last year. Might I add? Because you had two D linemen go to the league. 2. You know what I'm saying? So what happened?
Yeah.
Because I don't want another blue situation here. Like where we got you at a higher level and we putting at you at somewhere that you might not be built for.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, I love the cross training of Green Dot. I want to be very clear on that, even if they're not gonna do it. I like the cross training of it because sometimes you appreciate others people's job more when you have to do it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if I make you have to communicate and I make you have to study the details of the entire defense, it's gonna help your instincts because I put you in a harder place. So if you should be able to do pre-algebra if you had to do trigonometry, for lack of better word. So I like that it's gonna make our players smarter by cross training them. But when the dust settle, he the player year 1 and maybe year 2 that I would want to treat like Eric Kendricks. So I showed a clip that was actually showing how special Morris was, because Zimmer came out and said year 1, year 2, and year 3, Eric did not even want to do Green Dot. You remember that, Lou? Lou might not remember that, but I did a show and I showed that. Lo, do you remember when I showed that show? Oh, he have his headset so. So Lou,
say it again. Yeah, say it again. My bad.
No, you good. You remember I did a show and I was showing how special Morris was when his IQ, because Morris is doing Green Dot stuff as a rookie. But I also showed that Eric Kendricks didn't even want to do Green Dot stuff year 1, 2, and 3.
He shunned it. He was like, please don't.
I don't want the responsibility. And it was too much for him. But basically, he was the guy that you told do that, and he just played on instinct. That's to me how you want to do him. Now, I like that you making him start off by learning the whole system. So you starting them off with fast, but then when the season comes, be like, we ain't gonna have you do that, bro. We gonna slow it down.
Yeah, if you shut
they go tell you where to go.
Yeah, if you like right now, we quizzing you. If you ain't passing the quizzes, okay, I don't want to see you out there for the 17 tests.
No,
at any point. No. And one thing I remember from when Will McClay sat down with 105.3 The Fan, they asked him, and when you're like drafting, what are some of the slowest transition positions into the league, like naturally? He said all of the thinking positions. Yeah. Safety, middle linebacker, like anything that you have to process, quarterback, anything that involves thinking.
Will said that?
He said that in the interview. He said it's all the thinking positions.
That's interesting.
Because he said like your processing, like you got to get adjusted to the game. So you're getting adjusted physically, but your mind got to adjust first. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm putting you in a cerebral role like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with him, I'm worried about 2-3 things translating from college for him. Just be honest with you. One is the processing. 2, I'm be honest with you, the athleticism. I have questions about that because this is why I want to question your DC. I want to sit down with him because that could be the reason why they didn't put you or they moved you from middle linebacker to edge. Maybe you couldn't last enough. You was athletic, you could move, but could you move enough for 60 reps? You know what I'm saying? Like if we was to put you one-on-one, like if remember all them Jack Sanborn reps, park the Red Sea, can you tackle Saquon Barkley? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and this is something we have real questions about. And then my last question is actually naturally is your strength. You're strong as shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In Big Ten, but this is the NFL. I don't know how to tell y'all. Like, so I
honestly feel like I don't know your last 2 concerns. My personal belief is he's going to check those boxes. Playing in the NFL, I think he go definitely check that box if you can get him to play fast. To me, that's all he need. Because from my research on him, man, a lot of that edge play is obviously because that's a new thing that they doing. Because he wasn't. It's like that Reese thing that everybody was hyping up, bro. It's a lot of teams did that with backers, bro. I saw the whole trend of that. But they also did that with their dopest players too. That's what I know.
Yeah, the 3-4 stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and outside linebacker mixed with inside backer reps.
That's the Michael Parsons.
That's Michael Parsons effect, but that's also was with their dogs.
Yeah.
Like that's what I noticed, that the teams that did that was the guys that said go play football. He's a guy that screams, get him to just play football, and the sky is the limit.
Can he become under Kobe Dean?
Now you're one. Fuck no.
Is he athletic enough to be under Kobe Dean?
Hell yeah. In my opinion, with the extra HE double hockey sticks, I totally believe it. I question his speed. That's it. That's the only thing that I question. But play style, mentality, hair on fire, raw football player, somebody that'll tear your face off, that plays way bigger than his frame just because of belief in his own head, plays crazy. Like, see, and you know this because you know I already worked on it. Some people just start talking about Burham.
Mm-hmm.
You saw when they drafted Burham. What was I saying?
You had stars on it.
I had the highest stars on him, and I tweeted about him. Out of all the linebackers, I listed 5. He was my third one.
And he was one of the players that Shotty said,
and my top sleeper.
Mm-hmm. Shotty said he couldn't sleep at night if he couldn't get him. That was one of his players.
Yeah,
that's what he said after the press conference.
And we know Shotty don't watch a lot of film.
Mm-hmm. So that means he had to jump. Well, I think he did more.
So he liked what he saw in terms of the instinct clips he saw. Because Shotty admitted he don't watch film. People think we hating and they go think, oh, you think you're smarter than the head coach? It's like, no, he said it. And the same thing that San Fran coach, they the head coach, bro. They ain't breaking down everybody like that. Yeah. They go have to be able to try to get as much as you in clip form. That's how they got too much going on, bro.
You better bring it to him into a portfolio. So
you need a portfolio. You gonna have to get him a summary of clips to try to sum up this player. And Shotty said he gonna do a step up this year and try to at least get one game. That's how busy he is, bro. He said my goal is to try to get a game. If you can't even go through a game, Shotty working from day to night.
I wonder what he be watching. What be holding up his time? Like, does he prefer like watching free agents full film over like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's doing film work. I think it's a whole lot of like analyzing of the league. I think it's also having to deal with the day-to-day in and out of dealing with your own team. So kind of like when you lose Osa, you got to go deal with that. You got to go make that phone call. Like when you lose Nealon, and then I think it's so much day-to-day that's coming in and out with, because he got like so many sons that's under him. It's like he a father, you know what I'm saying? Right. And you dealing with all of that, and plus you trying to prepare for next season. I think most of your better coaches studying their opponents the most. I think that's most of their study. You studying trends, you studying what's up and coming, what worked, what should we maybe install, what's going to be our new practices, what's going to be maybe our new philosophies. Like you working on so much kind of like visionary things and kind of overall things that you don't got time to dig into them weeds. So you go to your scout team and you say, hey, listen, man, I need clips on these guys.
You give him a grocery list of what you want.
Yeah, give me a grocery list. Bring me some guys that match this, and then clip it up, and then we go have a meeting about it. And that meeting will only be an hour. So I need, you know. And so if I don't see it in the clips, then I'm gonna send y'all back and go do some more homework and come back with my answers. And I see him having to move like that, and head coaches having to do like that. That's why they have to lean on them scouts.
Hopefully the coordinators are doing that, you know, at least. But yeah. So how I want him deployed, I don't think he should be your starting backer. Honestly, this is like, oh man, this is like,
I think he got the ability to be your starting backer, bro.
You know why I don't trust it? I'm gonna tell you, we ain't gonna see none of that the goods you talking about if his processing ain't there. Like if I like the one thing I like about Maris, he's certain.
Yeah.
When it's time to go down, he's certain. I don't think you're gonna see the power, the speed, or anything like that if he ain't getting to a processing point where he's certain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with him being bigger, I do have questions about like, are you fast enough? Like constantly. I do have questions about that. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this about Burham. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know for offensive line, but I could tell you this for defense. And I'm not saying this about Burham. But I know some players that I played with that was dumb as rocks that got drafted.
Oh yeah, 1000%. You ain't gotta be smart.
But that's for defense. That's why I said I don't know. But I had a guy. I don't want to say his name because he might watch the show. But I'ma say it. Man, I play with this dude named James, bro. He was our safety. Say, listen, bro. We played Cal. Coach Hen came in there and chewed his ass up because he was out of position 85% of the time. 85% of the time. And Coach reamed his ass, bro. Like, he reamed him. It was probably one of the most embarrassing film sessions I ever had to sit through. It was like we felt sorry for him. Like, damn, Coach, take it easy on him. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, where are you supposed to be right here, James? Are you there, James? God damn it, James. It was the whole film session, bro. Like 2 hours. Like, damn. Like, take it easy. Like, give him a break. And the same thing with my partner Henning Milligan. That dude sometimes would be out of position, but they were so good at playing football, it didn't matter. I swear. Them boys had instincts, bro. It's sometimes, and I think Troy Polamalu was like that. Because even what's the black coach? Oh, man, why am I tripping? Don't know his name.
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike went to Troy and said, you know what? He said, you break all the fundamental rules of defense. He told him that, like, they had him mic'd up. He said, you know what? You break all the fundamental rules. You always out of position. He said, but you're a great player, so it don't matter. And he dapped him up. Because Troy used to be out there doing crazy shit, like blitzing when he ain't supposed to.
But he
jumping over the line. He ain't supposed to be nowhere near that play. But his instincts was right. And it's some dudes, man, that might be him, bro. That might be him. I have a feeling he the type player that you just need to tell him bump, bump, bump. And if he just know what to do, if you bump him down, that's all you need.
That ain't a great man. Then he shouldn't be the green dot then.
No, hell no.
That's what I was saying. Like, so I don't mind having him out there.
Yeah. I need him playing on instincts. That's why I think they put him on outside, because he just wanted him. Like, for instance, my partner Henning Milligan, who played for the Chargers. I think he played for Schottenheimer. My partner Henning Milligan. They put that dude when he was in JUCO at D tackle, and that fool got 20 sacks. And he weighed 220. I saw him, bro, and he never knew how dope he was. That was the craziest thing about my dog. My dude, Henning Milligan, bro, he was an all-pro in the NFL. Say, I can bring him on the show. He texts me every day, literally texts me every day. My dog, I'm just thinking about some of the dope stuff he used to do out of instincts. We watching film, a guard pulls, he a safety. He runs right through him. Like, against the laws of physics, we all like, dog, you 220. You ran through a dude that's 330 and was full steam.
Right.
And it was just mental. His mind said, I can do it. His mind, and it was like, we watched it like, that's impossible. Like what you just did. Like, it looked like he running full speed to guard pull, and he just run through him. Bow! Run him over. I say, and he used to have these crazy collisions every practice, and he would come to my dorm room because we was dorm mates and cry. Like real stuff. He used to be crying. Boss, I ain't gonna never start. Boss, the coaches don't like me. I told him, I said, you would be starting in 2 days. Like, I said, you're impossible to ignore. Like, because he was just everybody, and he just didn't know it. His instincts. It wasn't how smart he was. He was just, I play crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hit ball.
So that's
ball.
him to me. That's him, bro. That's what I smell with him 100%. Like, it's some players, they be out of positions, but they just play great football. And so your coaches just say, fuck it. For real, fuck it. He making plays, man. So the rules apply to everybody else but him. So
indeed, if you put him inside, then shit, fuck around, just make.
Yeah, but you gotta bump him. I don't want him talking. I want him being talked to. I want somebody saying, "Hey, bro, get there."
Yeah,
and go fast.
Yeah,
just get there, go fast. If you wrong, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like and dudes like that will be knocking the ball out. They'll be KOing people. You'll think they know what they're doing, but sometimes they don't. Like my ball was literally out of position 85% of the time, and made it to the NFL, bro. Played in the league.
Let me play this ad real quick. Then we go. This video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is doing an amazing deal right now if you use code HMA. Right now, Prize Picks is letting you do future lineups, especially for the football season that's upcoming. A future prediction that I think is really much so going to happen is the Jacksonville Jaguars receiver Brian Thomas Jr. will indeed be traded by the end of the season. You can guarantee this because it's been a lot of buzz around his name. Prize Picks is available in almost every state, including Texas. For more information on Prize Picks, go into the description and click the link down below. All right, shout out Prize Picks. I think it was an amazing show. We did a lot. Very layered show, very important show. This all stems from, as we said earlier, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm 100, 1,000%, 125% willing to bet this offense, this defense will be the exact culmination from schematics, and if we don't do anything else to it in terms of results, just like the 2025 Carolina Panthers with Ejiro Evero.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why we brought this up is because even though Ejiro Evero's defense isn't improving, he still, and even in his defense, laid out a warning that I think we running straight into. And what's bothering me is that Cowboy fans, they cruising right into it. Like we see like there's an issue coming up, or we see there's a pothole coming up, and they was like, man, Lou, just chill out. The defense is a lot better than what it was with Eberflus. You know what I'm saying? Why even add to it? Because like I don't want that to be like, if we are so much so, which I think we're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, on a verge of being contenders, and what's holding us back is the same thing that held the Panthers back. And we had an opportunity. We had a whole blueprint that happened a year before, and we actually brought it to the forefront. I just, that's not going to sit right in my spirit. So I think this show is important because we were talking about, we tied to seeing into the two most important players in Malachi Lawrence and Jayshon Barham, because just like I put it here, it's funny enough that one of the two biggest weaknesses for the Panthers defense last year was the pass rush and the linebackers, and we knew it was. We was telling y'all it was an issue because if you look at what they added this year, they signed Devin Lloyd and they signed Jalen Phillips from the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
They went right at it. Their holes
went right at it. So I think this show is very important because we're gonna continue to fight about getting guys in here like a Max Crosby. Saw somebody said Kevon Thibodeau. Yeah, the point is I'm not satisfied with this edge room. I'm not satisfied with this defense. This defense still has holes in it, and I'm looking to add more playmakers to this defense, because right now you got one, and it's a shame that we even fighting and struggling to even get, because we had to fight to struggle to get the one playmaker over there, and now we got to fight to struggle again, kick feet just to get another one in there. So I think the show is important.
No, it's super important, man. And the issue is if it's trending for us to be almost identical to the outcome of what they had, right? So, and the point of Lou and I doing is to show that they basically, there's Lock right there. Did you notice that there's Lock?
Number 6.
Yeah, I just noticed that there's Lock right there.
DJ Lock, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just dope just to see how everything just kind of full circle.
Mm-hmm. Is that Marcus Dixon in the back? No, he ain't big enough. No, that is. I got eyes, man.
No, this is insane. No, this is dope. It just show you the cycle of football is dope. Like just looking at this picture, there's no way Parker, Locke, Dixon knew that this was going to be their DC. They didn't know that. it show you how important relationships are too. It show you that sometimes people watching you that don't know is watching you. You got to be careful on how you treat people, because the people that's your counterparts today could be your boss tomorrow. The people that you shit on now might be the bridge that need to open up for you tomorrow. Like Locke didn't know that this guy was gonna probably be able to extend his career. Dixon didn't know he was gonna be the next one. All of them were just peers at that time, and they was all working for just their boss at that time, Evero. But you see Parker has grown. He's grown into the guy that's the up and coming DC, fast tracking the head coach. He earned it the hard way by likely being straight up a good student. He was obviously a good student. Like anybody that's a great student can repeat easily what the teacher said, damn it.
That's how you know. That's the level.
That's how you know it. And the fact that
level.
he sat there with ease and was able to say, these are the ways, this is how we go handle personnel. Like my teacher taught me, Evero. When I listen to this, I'm being honest, I feel like Evero mentored him more than Vic Fangio. You can't be that aligned to somebody and they didn't spend personal time with you, bro. Period. So it's so much in this own picture right here to say we also, though, keeping it real, could expect the same results unless a couple of things happen. We invest into that edge room with talent, or we get a surprise from that edge room. So you can make the mistake of thinking that we don't believe in the defense. No, we just show me on the defense. And the good news is we have a period of time to watch it to see if it's as advertised. What we have to do, in my opinion, is just be honest on what we're seeing. Once we get past hype season and the real pads come on, because see, I remember it was a lot of hype in Joe Tuil until them preseason lights came on. And them same people now some people kept hyping them because they just super casual content creators that don't know good from bad if it's hitting them in their face. They don't know if you're getting blown off the ball if it's in your face. Because it was some content creators that were saying J2 was playing good when he was playing bad.
And doing film sessions on it too.
Doing film sessions and showing one clip. That's how you know they was full of shit. It's like, bro, ain't no way you're saying it's doing good and you're showing one clip. Because if you showed all the clips, ain't nobody gonna agree with you that he was playing good.
Exactly.
But what I saw happen when them lights came on, them same people that was hyping and pumping J2 start saying, hey man, J2 getting ran at and right? So the lights is gonna make all this candy season and stuff like that meet reality. And we just have to be honest on the reality. If we seeing the reality of the edge room potentially not having that war daddy kind of emerge, well, then we need to dust off the proposals. Dust them off inside Thibodeau.
What's up?
Sweat, Crosby, just different people that could be in the market that can come help us.
We don't know. Possibly somebody new. I'm praying so many new names that they'll come up, because the more new names, the better our chances.
Yeah.
The
more new names, the better our chances. So I'd rather get the guy now. Me
too. People say, like, that's why I don't want to wait too.
I don't want to wait. I don't want to have no slot
for Crosby
to figure this out.
I don't want to wait till Crosby. I'm not like y'all.
Yeah, I don't want to wait
because y'all praying. Like, oh, he wants to get up out of there. Well,
you praying for a whole meltdown. Yeah, they might be shit. They might be Seattle. They might be New England.
They might be the Colts.
The Colts. We wanted Taylor, but damn, they were just
they was 10-1. Shit,
like we can't get them no more. They making a run. Like we can't get them. Like nah, we you know what I'm saying. But so all we gonna ask from everybody going forward is when these lights come on, be honest, and and don't listen to panderers because they still gonna be pandering. I swear to God, it was people as Eberflus was burning his team. I'm dead serious, bro. As Eberflus was burning his team to the ground, dog, it was still people out here, man. I think he's gonna turn it around, man. I think Jerry has faith in Eberflus, man. It was like,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, if they just bench Trayvon Diggs, I promise you, it will be a better defense.
It will be a better defense. Eberflus was trying to turn this thing around. Some of these guys are saying fire Eberflus. Don't listen to these negative guys.
At the trade deadline, with the trade deadline, well, a lot of people talking about trade for D tackle or anything like that. Listen, we need to bring in, and we need to bring in a linebacker. Did you see those linebackers out there? We saw the linebackers the moment Jack Sanborn got hurt.
Right.
Y'all so damn petty and funny. Oh, Kenneth Murray is so bad and everything like that. But you was the main one making Sanborn videos. But you didn't show Sanborn getting hunted.
Yeah,
versus Green Bay. He was getting hunted.
Yeah, they going right at the slow.
Going right at his ass.
Yeah. A gap, B gap, he did his job. He made sure people was aligned. But if you isolated him, he was cooked.
A gap, B gap, RB1 and 6. Let me say, like, the RB1 gonna win every time.
Oh man! If he had any kind of space,
oh my. What's name got hurt? I think we probably would have lost that game. Be honest with you, versus Green Bay. Tucker Kraft was fucking us up. The tight end.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, he was doing all them in routes, going directly at what's that boy. Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, they
oh my god.
See, they was attacking the scrub. That's what they called.
They was every time
they was attacking the scrub. Like, this dude is a scrub. We finna win the game on this dude.
There's people out there. It's not Sanborn.
I don't trust our fans' eyes when it comes to linebacker.
I don't trust Sanborn.
I don't, because see, because y'all had allegedly great eyes to see Murray was bad, right? And people don't even really know the background. They really did Murray bad because he was the green dot before. But then they made Sanborn the green dot. Then they made him the emergency green dot after Sanborn didn't work out. So basically,
and then he had to relearn. They had to teach him the entire system in the middle of the season. And
in the middle of the season, right?
And came to the mic like this. Came to the mic. Head coach and all said, "Well, he's learning this."
Yeah. Hold on. Wait.
Hold on. What did you say?
Did you just say that?
We in week 7. What did you say?
And he's learning.
Murray sucked. Murray,
he's the worst linebacker I've ever seen.
Lamar Jackson out there getting flattened. Sam out there getting flattened. Everybody's out there getting flattened.
And it's like, if your eye's so good to detect bad, why did you notice Sanborn in space? If your eye's so good at detecting bad, how did you not see that? And as a unit, he was important because he was good at getting people lined up. I give him that. That was where they were supposed to be. But when they isolated him, boy, it was like, ooh.
See, I'm glad we got D tackles now. Lord, that double 3 take, that little lineup got that shit flattened every time. There was people up here hyping up Solomon Thomas and Osa on the season. Jesus Christ. They was in their ass fucking flattened every time. Flattened, bro. Yeah. Like y'all, that's why y'all was mad about Kenneth Murray, because every time you had them 3 techs in front, the linebackers had no chance.
Man,
it was a damn, what do they call that? A stampede, like in their face. Like, just being honest with you. But you said right.
Yeah, man. So, but with Evero, I just say this, man. Lou is right, and I had the exact same thought that you got. That pending that we get some kind of surprise in the edge room, we gonna likely be identical to them on defense. So that means expect us to be a middle of the pack. We're going to be much better than what we was. But still, it's not going to be a top defense. Now, if you get a surprise at edge, there are some chances of it. It's some chances. Oh, this is the thing that I want to say. I really don't expect politics in Parker.
But we're getting it with the linebacker. You ain't going to count that as politics?
I do count that as politics, but I think it's gonna work itself out. It might not.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't expect politics, because even though Parker's being praised, he's gonna know that that they go turn on him too. He's gonna know, if I don't show results, this love is gonna turn to hate quick. He gonna know it faster than anybody. See, the reason why Eberflus didn't know it, because he had the backing of the boss.
Mm-hmm. He didn't care.
Yeah, so he could just continue to bomb. And so bold. Brian Schottenheimer, he was bold. Brian Schottenheimer had to sit back because my boss hired you. So I can't just do you like I want to do you, because if it was me, I would have fired you a long time ago. I can't really do that because I ain't the one that hired you. My boss did. You know what I'm saying? So the politics and the dynamic of who hired who kind of hurt Shotty. But this time, I think Chris gonna know this love go turn to hate quick. So I need results. So I ain't gonna have Sanborn out here for 7 weeks. He'll be out there for like 2 weeks. The politic guys. He gonna have to shake things up faster. You feel
I don't
me?
know. I think there's a Ferg situation coming to Parker, like it came to Shotty this offseason.
Okay.
What I mean by that,
Hmm.
remember we was in the midst of it. Competition wins, boom, he got paid. Somebody, it's gonna happen to somebody. Who you think it's gonna happen to? What am I talking about?
Overshawn?
Yes. I think
I see
Overshawn.
that too.
I think Overshawn got a contract coming. And once he do that,
Politics.
We're gonna be just like, we're gonna be here, and they're gonna prop him up as a future Mike. That's right, they're already doing it. You know what I'm saying? And he's too small, he's too injury prone, and everything like that.
If that happens, it's hopeless, bro.
We can't, and that's why I'm not gonna be as hard on Parker
I said what I
for that.
said. And I say this, I ain't got no hopes of no Super Bowl, bro, at all. If you doing stuff like that,
you paying the player before he even earned it,
which like we did with Ferg, to your point, yeah.
Who barely played.
Nah, I ain't listen. Y'all can be gullible if you want to.
Who showed us 1 year?
Yeah, and he got showed us one, and then got paid on the off year.
He got paid on the off year,
on a bad year,
and like we
and so that resulted to 2 bad years.
I want respect for him, but I love this. I respect him as a player for the sob story, but we using it as an excuse to keep him at the number 1 tight end position. That's where I draw the line. It might happen again, for Overshawn.
Yeah, it does, and it does have a strong stench of politics at the linebackers, and I'm cool with Zero. I feel like he fully earned Zero. I ain't gonna lie.
But you rolled him out. You gave him you did a whole rollout.
What you mean? Like, no, I feel like he earned that part. Like, honestly, he was like super dope.
A rollout?
Mm-hmm. I think he earned it. Like, he earned a chance, in my opinion, to be the face. But what I don't want them to do is force it.
I don't know.
This is what I mean by that. With Overshawn. Like, with Overshawn, what I don't like, you was here a year ahead of Mars. You was here a year ahead of Mars. So you basically had the off season to work on your body and your brain.
Talk about it.
Right. So, this. If you ever hurt, you should be glued into everything that's going on for when you get back. So your IQ should go up, because you don't have to do the physical part of football except work out. Right. So then Morris get here and he's new. And he already know the defense better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's his second year. That's Morris' first year.
Mm-hmm.
You get hurt again. And you just now starting to get green dot duties.
Right.
So that's like,
what you described Barham, that's how I feel about Overshawn. That's why I don't want him to get it.
What you mean?
I think Overshawn a brain dead player. I think he pure instincts.
And I that's why I said I hope he Eric Kendricks. What I mean by that is, Eric, as we know, what Zimmer said, he didn't want the green dot the first 3 years. He didn't want the responsibility. But over time, Barr left, different linebackers left. The league, it slowed down to him, and then he was able to take it on to the point to where when the Cowboys got him, he was full-fledged vet. Full-fledged, I know this system. We good. Let's run it, right? Oh, yeah, I know how to talk. Everybody gonna be right with me. But he didn't start that way. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that's over, Sean, that being in the league, being in the film rooms, always doing working out and just whiteboarding all day long. Hopefully now it got to a point where it feels slow to you. You know what I'm saying? And you can actually do the job, you know? So earlier, I totally agree with you. Let them play on instincts. Zimmer used them like that too. Brainless, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the person who drafted him used him like that.
Yeah. So
remember, Clark was the thinking linebacker.
Yeah, but I don't want the forcing it. That's the thing I fear is that, like you said, this is that UT politics, you know, because I swear it's something smell off about UT, bro, and the Dallas Cowboys. It's like everybody from UT almost get a camera in their face and get marketed. Blue gets sent up there with all the draft picks. Yeah, somebody said them glasses tough. No, what's happening, man? It's stuff in the air, pollen or something in there. But you know, I just look at all that heavy marketing that they do. It's something screams favor with UT. It does. And then it's almost like you're burying Morris, but you're raising up Overshawn. And I noticed it from day one, bro. When Overshawn first got here, even before he got hurt, he was breaking huddles. It's like you was treating him like a leader before he did anything. He actually ended up being a baller. That, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all just like laid it up like, you know what I'm saying? We believe in you. And like, we all should be concerned with the fact that Blue just now, a whole year later, like, I needed to grow up. But see, people had no problem. I think Shawty don't like Blue. I think Shawty playing favorites. No, Blue needed to grow up, baby. He needed to grow up. That's why he wasn't active.
I think they're trying to do that storyline that Philly got. You know, Philly got they just Georgia at the NFL. We trying to be Texas at the NFL or something like that.
I for one of them grandsons is in that scouting room.
He must got a lot of power and influence.
Yeah, because they got area scouts.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be his area. And if he is heavy-handed into UT, right?
Because
my daddy wants me to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And we can't call it out on it because they got the perfect cover. You know what the cover is? Oh, during the draft season, you know, they always do the trifecta. They always go to Texas Tech, A&M, and UT. But it's like, boy, y'all be staying at UT for weeks.
Man, y'all stayed at UT like that was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, and so when you look, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
y'all be staying there for weeks, man.
Yeah, and y'all be spending 2 and 3 days with like day 3 picks.
Y'all almost made the wrong mistake again. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It got a smell, bro.
It got a big smell to it. Like, so,
and we got to keep it real. And I think, and my gut is it got to do with them grandsons, bro. It got to do with them juniors. It's almost like this. My son likes Overshawn, so I want to make my son look right.
Mm-hmm.
My son like Blue. I want him to be the future. So daddy pays off the refs so that my son, you feel me? Shit, I own the city. So I want my son to win state. So shit, the refs on my payroll, my son finna win.
And that might be the father's gift to the son.
Right.
Giving him a tag to him when he take over.
It's like your hip is not he earning it just through pure merit.
Like you fixing the road a little bit.
See, Jon Snow was qualified because he had to be the hardest of the sons because it wasn't gonna be given to him. Mm-hmm. So because what Jon Snow was doing when everybody else was bullshitting, what was he doing on the first episode? Sword fighting. He was training because he had to earn it because there ain't nothing gonna be given.
He was a bastard. Hell yeah, he was a bastard. You don't have a name. You don't have nothing. You don't have a
name. You have nothing to your claim.
You're just a common man living in a big castle, man. Like,
but Rob, what did Rob do? He went in.
Mm-hmm.
When Ari was out there shooting that arrow, right? You know what I'm saying? It was John like, keep going, keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? So
And that's the ones who end up. Ooh, that's the ones who end up surviving. Ooh,
them the ones that went the hardest all the way to the end.
Yeah, that's who end up surviving.
The ones who had to get it the hard way. The ones who you know, because daddy, you died. You didn't have the instincts of a king. So like, and when your daddy the boss, I don't know. It got a smell to it, bro. That's all I say. You know what I'm saying? And I really wish, because, you know, it's just like Steven's safe. He ain't gonna never be fired. Charlotte's safe. She ain't gonna never be fired.
Ever.
Them grandsons are safe.
Mhm.
So even if they're bad scouts, and I don't think they bad. I actually think they are good. I bet you they bringing a lot of innovation to it, but I just don't want no thumbs in the scale to try to force them over Will McClay. Oh,
I think they may be chart people.
I bet they are. Oh, I bet they are. They bring it. I bet, because I know because you start listening to them now. You know what they say now? They say stuff like, we take the traits and we put them into our program. Listen to them. So what that mean that likely what they did is they took the thought process of Will McClay likely, and they put a model around it, bro. And so it's some type of model that they have to where they plug in this, that, you know,
they wrote an algorithm.
It's some kind of algorithm they put in there, yeah, for his brain to try to, you know.
They mathematize the system.
They mathematize the system, and that's what young college smart people go bring. They go bring that. It's like in the age of AI and in the age of artificial intelligence, with as much research money that they have, they gonna be able to reverse engineer and come up with some real dope intuitive software, you know, that can really give them advantages. Straight up. I see that. Like, absolutely. It's just that when you deal with the hand of man, we have to be always careful that the influence of power don't interrupt into the purity of judgment when it comes down to trying to evaluate.
Yes. He said, I've seen many people give honest reviews like Brian Brothers and say this team isn't good enough. Meanwhile, everybody else is overhyping guys because they Cowboys as usual.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree. This is a loaded show. Man.
Yeah, I know. We've been going hard, man. It's been a very long freestyle. I ain't mean to go this long.
No, I needed to have a long day at work. So I don't give a damn.
But you know, it's one of those things. I know you love football and I love football, and I think we love the Cowboys, and most importantly, I think we say what others not willing to say. You know, the best part of all is that it's a lot of people ghost watch us. It's a lot of people that ghost watch us, and we do inspire thought for sure. Things that people not thinking about, they'll come out of our show and say, "Wow, I didn't think about that," you know.
Right.
So as usual, what usually happen with shows like this is we gonna start seeing copies of this show. We gonna see other people that's gonna talking about Evero and the Twins.
You gonna see people talk about Malachi and Jason Barham.
It happens. It happens almost every time. Like, it's like you start seeing I ain't gonna get started, but yeah, you see a whole bunch of stuff that happen from content, because I really do know that football people listen to us. And football people jump in my DMs and your DMs.
Yep, so do. That's
it don't be the common fan and the common content creators that's always in our stuff. But it'll be some people that would shock you if we told y'all who be going back and forth with us on football stuff. Because Lou is very serious, I'm very serious, and I know football people know when serious people are talking serious football, you know. So we don't do this for entertainment. We do this to win. And I know people sense that. So you go stay thoughtful. I think that's also why me and you come up with sometimes the same conclusions, like with Evero. Like, I saw it exactly like you. Like, we gonna be a mirror to them unless we get an edge surprise. And unless we get a corner surprise. If our corner is able to match them,
we might be better because they
might be better.
We have good corners and safeties. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
and I believe in our DT room.
Yeah, but we appreciate everybody for coming out, man.
Yep.
Until next time, we out.
Peace.